This week's book of the week is Ready, Aim, Fire by Michael Masterson. Really good book. As you can see from my Amazon page, I bought this book in 2017. As you can see, it's also well read. I read the shit out of it. If I could do anything, I'm gonna go hard. And this book is super impactful. It is a really good book. This guy's Michael. He's a really established, credible entrepreneur, multi 9-figure companies. And he wrote this book on basically, it kind of outlines how to build a business throughout each stage of growth. So he is 4 stages of growth that Mark outlines. And so the first stage of growth is infancy. And this is when you're just beginning, you're just starting. He gives tips on what you need to be doing during this stage of growth and what to focus on, right? This is somebody who's just started. So the primary goal of the infancy stage is generating cash, right? Sales. All you need to be focused on is sales. Everything else takes care of itself, right? If you're not making sales, you don't have a business. You have a fucking hobby. And he really talks about how you should be aiming for 1 mil in revenue, 1 mil per year in revenue. So anything for Mark, now you remember this guy, he has 9-figure companies, and that's what this book is about, getting 100 mil, right? And he says you're in infancy if you're under 1 mil a year. So all you need to be focused on is generating cash if you're under 1 mil a year. And I concur, right? Because your biggest problems are going to be cash flow at that stage. You know, when we were under $1 million, we put a heavy emphasis on generating cash. And it worked out really well for us. There's different strategies. One of the things I remember, he said, you're going to really hone in on your sales system. Find the best way to get the money. And there's going to be different ways. Some businesses, they make money through ads. I know people who run businesses and it's all paid advertising, 100%. Some people do just organic marketing, social media. And that's what I focused on when I first made my first meal, was all organic social media. I didn't really spend much money on ads at all. I just worked on building my following. That's probably the slowest way. But I didn't have no cash, so they didn't have no other fucking alternatives. Even with the advertisement, then you have to figure out your sales process. And you really need to figure out what's going to be the best sales process for your business. So maybe it depends on the industry and the customer base and your skill level, like what you're good at, right? So some people will have businesses where they're selling low ticket products and they'll just go straight from advertisement to a shopping cart. Boom, where you just buy it right there. I know a guy who had a business where all he did was do free seminars in different cities, get people to come to the seminar, then he sell from the stage like $10,000 packages, and he went all around the country doing that, and he was making over $1 million a year. There's so many different sales models or client acquisition models. You got to really figure out what's going to be the best one for you, your business, and your industry. Really hone in on that. That's going to be your main goal in the infancy stage. Then he calls it, from once you're an infant, you are childhood. So once you're in your childhood stage, now it's not just about income, it's about profit. Your main focus needs to be profitability. Because I know people who made $1 million in their business, but they didn't make much profit at all. And I know some people who make less than $1 million who make more profit than $1 million business. Just because you have a 7-figure business doesn't mean there's much profit. So you really want to focus on profitability in the childhood stage. Like after you're at $1 million, it's not even about making more money. It's really about making the business more profitable. So you're trimming the fat. Once you've found your sales acquisition process, your client acquisition process, it's really about honing that in and getting way better at it, way more efficient, figuring out a way to do it way more efficiently. Well, one of the tactics he says you should focus on, basically what I'm gonna call the upsell. I think he was more articulate, right? But I'll just say upsell. So basically selling more shit to your existing customer. Because you gotta remember, the cost of client acquisition, that's the biggest cost for most companies, acquiring clients. Once you already got the client, if you can sell them something else, now you're going to be more profitable because you don't have to spend money to get the client. You already have the client. It makes sense? So that's upsells. You can sell them more shit. It's upsells or cross sales. You can either sell them a better version of what they already have, or that's like an upsell, or you can sell them something different, or you can sell them something that's complementary to what you're selling now, right? So for example, a lawn care company might say, hey man, we'll do the rest of your landscaping for half off or something like that, because they already got the client, right? Something that's complementary to what you've already sold them, and this makes you more profitable. And he goes through way more strategies in his book. Definitely want to check it out. The link's in the description. And then when you're out the childhood stage, then this is where you start really building the business. This is adolescent. this is where things kind of change a little bit. And in the adolescent stage, according to Matt, you want to be focusing on building your management team. The goal in infancy is 1 mil. The goal for childhood is to get to 10 mil. And then the goal for adolescence is 50 mil. So this is like about building big business, right? And not all of it is going to be applicable to you, but this is a book that I just keep revisiting as my business matures. So right now we're in the adolescent stage, right? I took time off from YouTube and all this other and being an influencer to really build up what Matt would call the childhood stage. We got it to that point. You can see I got the $10 million award from ClickFunnels. Now I was able to build like teams and management teams, and now that allowed me to have the time to come back to YouTube and start doing other shit. But you want to really be building your management team here, and you want to have a focus on systems, right? Really be turning this thing into a machine, you know? And then there's a maturity phase. I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't even read this part of the book because I just ain't there. I ain't never made $50 million in 1 year. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I ain't read it, but I do know, you know, it's about building it to a point where you can sell it if you want. And there's more to it, but I ain't read that part yet because it just wasn't, I ain't need it. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is when you want to build to sell. I think I didn't read that part, but it's okay. I learned a lot from these other two sections. And as I progress in business, when I reach a new level, I go to the part of the book that's applicable to me. So right now I'm rereading the adolescent stage, right? Because that's where I'm at. These are goals we're trying to hit. You get what I'm saying? But it's all in the same business. So a big mistake entrepreneurs make, and I've talked about this before, is they start one business and they're making some money and then they start a bunch of other businesses. You don't have to do that. In fact, it's the hardest way to make a bunch of money, right? What you want to do is build one business and build it, actually grow it to maturity. The people who are the rich people in the world have done that. Now, I'm not saying you can't have side shit, right? You can't have investments. I've invested in other businesses that I don't run. I put money up, but I don't run it. I run one business. But because I'm here, I don't even really run the business no more. I have a management team in place. I meet with the management and we make decisions together, but they go out and execute. But you got to make it to that part. Here, you're doing everything almost all yourself. Here, this is when you start building. You don't have like a real team. You have employee. Here's where you have like a real team where you have fucking generals. I hope that makes sense. And here, listen, man, that's way above where I'm at right now, man. I'm rereading this because this is where I'm at. I think it's a super dope book. As you can see, I read the shit out of it, and it's one that I keep coming back to. I know no matter where you are in your business, you'll find this helpful. This book actually inspired me to make the free course I came out with called Baller Mindset, where this is on a business level. I talked about the different stages of balling on a personal level, on an individual level, right? Because this is about building your business. I talk about building your personal finances in the Baller Mindset course. That's 100% free. The link's in the description. It's 100% free. There's nothing you can buy in the course. There's no upsells. It's just free. And the reason I made it for free is because I want you to be successful. You start succeeding and then give me the credit, right? Because once you have a bunch of money, like how many more fucking Richard Milles do I need? How many more diamond chains do I need? Right now I need props, clout. And the best way to get that is to help you succeed for free. And then you give the credit to me. And then I feel good about myself. So I did it for that selfish reason. It's totally dope. I mean, it's a really good program. People have been ranting and raving about it all over the internet. Check it out. It's 100% free. There's nothing you can buy, no upsells. All right, check the book out too. But get both. Get both, man. Don't live a life of scarcity. Get both.